Well, dude, I think I've told the story on the show before, maybe not, but I was at Metallica at Blossom, and I got really fucked up at Metallica, and I rode the motorcycle there, and I was so carefree, I had actually blown a cylinder on that bike.
All right,
but was still riding it. It would just herk and jerk a little bit when I was riding it because it had a blown cylinder in it. But I got fucked up at a Metallica show in 94, I guess it was. In fact, I know it was. It was June 94 because it was right before I got fucking fried. Like 6 months before I got cooked. And I got completely wasted. And back then, people were lighting fires, like blankets on fire and shit on the lawn.
I think you said you dove.
I dove right into one and got second-degree burns all up my arm and shit, to where I couldn't. I was pretty sure I couldn't ride home, and then I lost my keys on top of it. Like I went to get my keys because I went to the Blossom office and my buddy was going to take me home. And I went to the Blossom office to tell him, hey, don't tow my bike. And sure as shit, I didn't have keys. So, I was like, well, if you guys find my keys, they're probably on the lawn somewhere.
And if it was something I liked, I would get it before they offered it to the public. So that was always helpful.
Hell yeah. What? Parachute pants give you cancer? What are you talking about?
What?
So bad they gave you cancer.
I think that's a joke.
I don't get the joke.
I think it was they were a cancer, maybe.
Yeah, they were. But again, chicks loved that look at that moment. At that moment, parachute pants were fucking cool. At least in my school, everybody had them. It's not like it was like me and two other guys. Everybody wore them.
Yeah, everybody wore those.
That was, honestly, I still remember that as like a signature moment for me because I was finally allowed to, my mom, for whatever reason, she had it, my whole freshman year, she had it in her head that I should be wearing corduroy pants.
Corduroys.
And every pair of pants I had was a different color corduroy pants.
Corduroys.
And none of them were like black. It was always, I looked like the fucking Joker. It was like, here's purple and here's green and green. Who the fuck wears green pants? But my mom was like, oh, these are great. You got a great pair of cords on.
Yeah. Well, these chicks who used to wear the corduroys who were a little bit thick in the thighs, used to call them whistle britches.
We used to call them swishers.
They go.
Yeah.
They were thunder thighs.
Yep.
What I find interesting, the fact that you had a bike.
Yeah.
As devil may care as you purport yourself to have been at that time, that you didn't wreck that thing.
Oh, I put it down several times. I laid it down many times.
Yeah, but did you fuck up your legs or did you?
Tore them to shit? Hell yes.
Got some road burn?
I got some road burn. That hurts like a motherfucker too.
Road rash?
Oh, it does hurt when you lay it down, but I used to ride that thing drunk as fuck too. That was never smart, but
that's kind of my point.
Yeah.
I just was thinking, I'm surprised you didn't just go off and kill yourself.
Oh, there were times. There was definitely times when I did some really well, dude, I think I've told the story on the show before, maybe not, but I was at Metallica at Blossom. And I got really fucked up at Metallica, and I rode the motorcycle there. And I was so carefree, I had actually blown a cylinder on that bike.
All right.
But was still riding it. It would just herk and jerk a little bit when I was riding it because it had a blown cylinder in it. But I got fucked up at a Metallica show in 94, I guess it was. In fact, I know it was. It was June 94 because it was right before I got fucking fried. Like 6 months before I got cooked. And I got completely wasted and always had white Nike Airs, and they were white on white with the white swoosh. I always have them. They were always high tops as well. And then I had a weird period when I got in the military. You want to talk about a weird period? No, so we're talking about bullshit.
Yeah.
I had a weird period for probably about 10 years, up until, well into after I got out of the military, where I was wearing these, like, they were kind of like work boots or high top boots, but they were like purple, and they were these odd colored shoes. I don't know.
Okay.
It was like something I'd seen on like Arsenio Hall or something, and then I bought them, and then I was like, I bought them over and over. I still have a pair here, but I haven't worn them in forever because they hurt my fucking feet. But they were purple, and it was the weirdest goddamn thing. And they were Nikes as well, so it was kind of like an offshoot work shoe that Nike made at one point.
Okay.
And I wore those for years.